Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and my final car here at the Auto Focus Test Drive Festival. We are going to drive another unexpected car. This is the BAIC B40 Ragnar. Yes, it looks like that vehicle, but I'm not gonna say any further. So powering this is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 163 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, not the usual dual clutches like with all crossovers. Well, hence, this is a 4x4 rugged vehicle anyways, and yeah, the looks alone, it passes with flying colors. Even at the rear, the spare tires as well located there, and your boot space to open the doors, it's a split kind of like tailgate. This will be an ideal camera car if needed only. So you have like around 500 liters, which is pretty decent. And here in the interior, I mean, I dig this for a 4x4 rugged vehicle. You get leather soft pads here on the door cards itself. Reminds me that what you get in the bigger BAIC B80. So I have a separate review of that. Check it out on my channel. And more buttons here on the left side, like for the electronic stability control, your diesel particulate filter. I've not seen that button in quite a while. And you got more of your light controls and all that. Steering wheel, very chunky. And then you get 2 for your cruise control functions. More buttons here in the center below the infotainment system for your air conditioning vents, your driving mode. So there's like 4 on-road modes. So you got eco, comfort, snow, and sport mode. And again, for your 4 high and 2-wheel drive modes, and for locking the front and rear diff. So I wish there was a locking differential for all of the wheels, but that's just me nitpicking. You have an instrument cluster that displays all of your important information. I think there's like a pitch angle as well. And for your infotainment system, I don't see any Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but again, most of the controls are done here, and you get a reverse camera with a decent amount of quality. Center console, you got a cubby space with ambient lighting, 2 cup holders, gear shift, and more buttons here for the infotainment and driving modes. One nitpick again, I wish these were all cooling functions for the seats, and makes up for it, the seats itself are all leather, it's well bolstered, I would say, in case you want to off-road this vehicle. And the space at the rear is pretty good too. And like with all 4x4 vehicles, this has a 220 volt outlet, which I find mandatory in all 4x4 vehicles. Now here, first drive, let's get out of here. The steering is actually really heavy, and like that of the other vehicle that I want to mention so badly, you can remove these panels piece by piece, but let's do that on another time. And if we ever have a chance to have a lend out of this vehicle. And off the line, just here in eco mode, okay, pretty smooth. Then I think the engine is exactly what you get in the B60 Beaumont. I praise that car a lot for what that is, but now as a 4x4 vehicle, let's see on how this handles on road, since you get beefier off-road tires. Here on the open road, the steering, yeah, it may be a bit heavier than usual, but compared with the rest of 4x4 vehicles, this is actually pretty good. And if this is gonna be your first car, I would highly recommend this. And of course, being a diesel engine, I can give the fuel economy now because this has been driven the whole day. So you've been getting like around 10 kilometers per liter. And now let's floor it. A bit delay, but oh, okay, it's pretty smooth. Okay, now without the assist of the 48 volt mild hybrid system, that's what you get in the B60. Of course, there's just a little bit delay now in power, but it still puts down its power pretty well. And the 8-speed automatic transmission is actually doing good things with this vehicle. Dual clutch transmissions, they tend to be jerky, but for a regular torque converter transmission, this is very smooth. Not the fastest to shift, but very smooth. So eco mode was a little bit more tamer than usual. So let's try now e-sport mode, and let's try manual mode. Okay, the downshift seems pretty good. Let's try now. Okay, let's put you back to automatic. Brakes is actually pretty strong too. Okay, the travel is a little bit longer than usual, but it's not so bad. It's given in this category of vehicle. And yeah, the performance is pretty solid too. And here now, U-turn test. Usually this class of vehicles don't have a good turning circle. But for this B40, it actually works. And here, off the line and the sport mode, you can hear a bit of the turbo whistle. I'm not sure if you can hear it through my mic. Okay. Right, there's some pep to it. I like this B40. And on the right side of the passenger, it actually says BJ40. But for obvious reasons in our market, we moved that letter for... Okay, I will not go into detail with that anymore. Kidding aside, the performance, the fuel economy, and overall the driving dynamics is good. That's all I can say with this BAIC B40. And as well, another off-road vehicle you can buy compared with like the Japanese and some, I think, even Chinese vehicles. Yeah, I think this is a good shout as well. And here, a bit of a handling test. Yeah, there's body lean here and there, but again, it's given in this class. And let's try now comfort mode. A little bit more delay, but it's better than the one in eco mode. But of course, if you need to overtake like immediately, just leave it in sport mode. Oh wow, this thing pulls. Right, I know the numbers don't sound much, but again, it's good enough for this class of vehicle. Now, for the cost of all of this BAIC B40, 2,348,000 pesos, which I think is still, yeah, there's some missing features. Well, it's actually just mainly the phone connectivity stuff. Hopefully, BAIC will have an update of that really soon. But the rest, the ride comfort is amazing. It's an off-roader. The NVH2 is actually better than I expected. Of course, you can remove all of the panels and you have beefy off-road tires and so that. But it does the job really, really well. So yeah, that concludes my test drive review of this BAIC B40 Ragnar. So again, I'd like to thank everyone here at the Autofocus Test Drive Festival, to BAIC Philippines, and to Sir Marlo over here of BAIC Alabang. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews. And this is my send-off for this test drive event. Good night.